The men of our generation live extremely complicated lives. They wake up in the morning and have to choose what they're going to wear. They go down to the kitchen and choose what they're going to eat for breakfast. They're sat in the car on the way to work, and all they're doing is thinking about all the different things they have to do that day. By the time it's 10 a.m, they've already used up all their brain points for the day, and they spend the rest of it in a kind of fatigued cruise mode. But the men of our tribe are different. We have streamlined and optimized our day to the point where we don't need to make choices. There aren't 1,000 things we need to decide upon every single morning. Not 1,000 different ways that our attentions can be destroyed. As a result, we have full energy and focus throughout the day. Which one do you want to be, bro? If you can watch this video from start to finish without distractions, then I can teach you how to live a more focused life, how to have more energy, how to be more productive in your work, and all by following just a few simple tricks. Think about it like this, bro. You start off your day with about 100 brain points, let's just call them that. And every decision you have to make, everything that draws away your attention reduces those brain points by a tiny little bit. So in the mornings, most likely what you do is you wake up, you get out of bed, and you instantly check your phone. On your phone, you're going to see a shit ton of notifications for YouTube, for Instagram, for Netflix, for Snapchat. You're going to go through them, and each of those is going to require you to make a decision. Are you going to engage with the notification? Are you going to swipe it away? Are you going to message the person back? Whatever. By about an hour within having woken up, you've already reduced your brain points for the day to about half of what they originally were, because you've already made so many decisions just by looking at your phone. You can't underestimate these things. Even the tiniest little decision in your day will destroy your productivity and your focus. The people in the mornings whose routines consist of almost nothing are the people who are truly productive, not the people who spend their mornings choosing what they're going to wear, what they're going to eat, responding to 1,000 different messages on 1,000 different social media platforms. You see, the most successful people in the world don't live the fullest lives, they live the simplest. I think a lot of people think that success means having a lot of things. It means doing a lot of things. They have this idea of the successful businessman who's always on his phone calling people, who's always got some like weird shit going on in a different country that he's got to like phone up and check on. That isn't true though. The successful people in this world live simple lives. Look at the boss of IKEA, right, for example. He's a highly successful businessman, and he lives in like a fucking cottage out in the wilderness in Sweden. The same thing is true for so many of our successful CEOs, that we look at them and we think, God, he's got a lot going on. He probably doesn't really have that much. These people, these highly successful people in our lives, probably only have 2 or 3 things going on in them. The successful people in our world have made deep commitments to family, to their work, to their community, maybe to their health. And other than those 2 or 3 things, they don't really think of much else. I mean, the thing is in essence, maybe those things will be different, but each one of these businessmen, each one of these CEOs, every successful person will have 2 or 3 things which they are interested in. But you, on the other hand, on your pursuit of success, on living this full life, have your fingers in too many pies, and fuck knows what that saying means, but it is a saying. But you're doing too much, bro. You've got friends at school, then you've also got friends out of school, you've got friends at different clubs you go to. You're constantly thinking about different people each day, different problems that each of the friend groups have. You're always juggling between them. You're working one job, but on the side you're trying to do drop shipping and agency. You're trying to fucking write a book, but at the same time you're trying to do music. You're just doing too many things. You need to cut down your life and simplify it to very few things if you want to truly succeed in any one of them. How many times have you heard it, bro? David Goggins said it, MJ DeMarco said it. But if you want to be truly successful in this life, you need to live a life of imbalance. The times when you want to achieve a certain thing in a certain goal come at the cost of other areas of your life. If you want to achieve success in business, you'll have to let your social life dwindle. If you want to achieve success in a relationship, you'll have to let your business dwindle. So many different things come at different costs, and that is why it's important for you to decide on the things you want to prioritize in your life. You need to simplify your life down to the important points. So choose them. And I'll give you 3 really easy ones just to focus on, and those are work, family, and health. Only focus on those things. And that might mean cutting out friendships. That might mean not seeing people. That might mean stopping going to your fucking like swimming club or the Air Cadets or some weird shit like that, bro. Just focus on 3 things that you deem important in your life. Maybe even 2 if your brain can't deal with 3. But focus on a small number of very important things and then live an imbalanced life where you pay those things more attention than everything else. And another big part of that is simplifying your desires. It's about simplifying the things you want in the world, because just by doing that, you take off so much stress from yourself. Because here's the thing, is you probably live a life where you want a lot. You probably want a beautiful girlfriend, a great car, a massive house, a successful business. Your desires are extremely complex, they're complicated. And so you're not ever going to be truly fulfilled or truly happy. When you desire the least, when you don't want any material possessions in your life, that is when you are the happiest. When you are fine with the car that you have or the lack of car, when you're fine with the house that you live in, when you're fine with your girlfriend, when you're fine with the life you live, that is when you get true happiness. Happiness comes from the appreciation and the gratitude of the things that you own rather than the attainment of new things. And more importantly, for the context of this video, simplifying your desires, being more content with less, actually makes you more successful in a weird sort of way. Because here's the thing, is the man who doesn't desire much, who is content with the things that he has, or perhaps even less than them, is more willing to take risks to kind of achieve more. When you don't have high aspirations for the quality of life you want to live, you give yourself the freedom to take risks. Because here's the thing, is a lot of advice will tell you that if you have big ambitions, you will achieve them. And I've said this advice as well, but I think there's a difference. When I've said it, I meant more ethereally. I meant if you have a big ambition to save the world or something like this, you will achieve it. But if your ambitions are material, if a man has large ambitions to get a ton of money, a nice car, and a house, they won't be as successful in it as the man who doesn't want any of those things, because they will live a life where they can't risk losing them. Because here's the thing, is say this man starts to succeed. He gets the nice car. Instantly, he is shackled. He can no longer take any risk that would put that car at the mercy of luck. He can't sit there and make a business decision that might cost him his house. Whereas the man who doesn't have these desires is happier with a lesser quality of life, can take those risks, because if he loses, so what? He is still happy, content, and grateful. So first, decide upon your commitments. Journal on it properly. Write down 3 things, maybe 2 even. 2 or 3 things that you're fully committed to. Like we said before, family, health, and work are 3 very easy ones to start with. You just want these 3 cornerstones, and then get rid of everything else. You have to decide that you're truly committed to these 3 things, and then you can't have anything else in there. Other stuff like watching TV or playing fucking music or going swimming, these can't be inside of that kind of trio if you want to achieve success in any one of them. So next, go through your life and see what things you could remove. See what's overcomplicating your life and start to slowly get rid of it. A lot of these things are going to be comforts. Generally speaking, the more comfortable things you have in your day-to-day life, the less productive you will be, because you'll be distracted more easily. Uncomfortable things don't distract you, but comfortable things do. And again, don't underestimate this. Even something as simple as taking a warm shower will be somewhat comforting. You're going to spend longer in there, you're going to waste time. Okay, that's an extreme example, but all these things add up in tiny, minute ways. If you sit there and take the comfortable option 24/7, you will waste time. So cut things out. Cut out Netflix, cut out Instagram, cut out YouTube, cut out warm showers, cut out all this crap, all these comfortable things that you're not realizing are completely wasting your time. Simplify your life down to a core few things, and that is when you will finally start to see success inside of any one of them. And once you've decided on these things, on these core aspects of your life that you're going to pursue, plan your life to a T. Split every single